Hey everyone, Mystic Jade here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing an unboxing and first impressions of some tarot and oracle decks that I recently got for my birthday. I'm really excited to get these opened up and see what's inside. There are a couple that I've been waiting to get for a while and one that is new. And I want to apologize in advance if you hear my family in the background. I'm doing as much as I can to make it as quiet as I can, but this is the only time I have to record, so we deal with what we have to. Anyways, moving on, a quick overview of the decks that I have here. We have the Fairy Tale Lenormand by Lisa Hunt and Arwen Lynch. I apologize for the glare. That should go away as soon as the plastic is off. So we'll go over the box then. And then we have This Might Help Oracle deck. This one is the companion to the This Might Hurt tarot deck, and we'll talk a little bit about this one as well. And then the third one we have is the Tarot Emblemata. I should have practiced saying that before I started recording, I guess. This tarot deck is really symbolic and it has words in Latin. And yeah, this is one that I've wanted for a while, so I'm really excited to get it open. We're going to start with the Fairy Tale Lenormand. We'll go littlest to biggest, I guess. Set those aside. I've been wanting to start working with Lenormand, so I thought that this deck was a pretty good start, and it has some pretty good reviews, and it looks really pretty, and I work with fairies. I'm recording now in the morning instead because it was just far too noisy last night, and it was getting really irritating for me, and I needed to just stop and restart later when I could find a quieter time. I never in the 6 years that I've lived here had I heard anybody using an RC car outside of my window, yet yesterday as I'm trying to record, all of a sudden is when somebody's playing with a really noisy RC car, and there's this going on and that going on, and I couldn't take it. So here we are restarting when everybody's asleep and it's much more quiet. So let's just dive into this deck. I'm so excited to learn more about Lenormand and really dive into what this reading style is all about. And I'm not using the overhead light now, so there is no glare, and we can go around the box a little bit better. This enchanting 38 card deck transports you into the magical world of fairy tales, where you'll discover valuable life lessons through the Lenormand cards. This includes a 120-page booklet with foreword by Donnelly de la Rosa. And I have to admit that I actually thought this was a fairy deck. I didn't realize it was a fairy tale deck until last night when I was looking closer at the cover. I don't know what I was thinking, but that is totally fine. I still connect very much to fairy tales, and I think it's still a beautiful deck, and I am still really happy to have it. So here's the book and the backs. Oh, they're so pretty, right? Okay, and I'm going to go through the deck as well, but this is the little book it comes with. Oh, dedicated to all who have ever dreamed of riding a unicorn, dancing with fairies, biting the dragon, or winning the hand of the prince or princess. Oh, it's so pretty. They're so cute. But yes, I can't wait to really dive into this reading style. Okay, and let's check out the rest of the box real quick. Fairy Tale Lenormand. This was published in 2016. And yeah, it's really pretty. I'll probably keep this in the box, even though I make tarot and oracle bags. Shameless plug. But I'll probably keep this one in the tin because the tin is just so pretty and perfect. Okay, I'm going to go through the deck and do a quick flip through. If you hear noise in the background, again, I'm sorry. This will be the last time I apologize for it, though, because, you know, such is life, right? Isn't this so pretty? I love this deck. I haven't even gotten through all of the cards yet. I hope it's focusing, but this is just so pretty. And while I'm going going through this, I want to talk a little bit about my plans for my YouTube, since I have been trying to do this for a while, but I still am kind of just starting out. I intend to have this channel, Mystic Jades Couture, for tarot decks, reviews, learning the tarot together, taking deeper dives into the cards, all things tarot deck learning and exploring related. And oh, this is beautiful. This is probably my favorite card. It's so pretty. So as I was saying, this channel will be dedicated to deck reviews, deeper dives into the deck, stuff like that. And I'm going to create a second channel that's not going to be published quite yet when I'm posting this. That will be strictly for readings, because I want to do both. I am a tarot deck collector. These 3 decks may put me at over 100. So yeah, I'm ready to really take on deck reviews, taking a deeper dive into the decks, things like that. And I want to do that on this channel. And then I will create a separate channel for readings so that they don't get like muddled together. And also, I believe that it's 2 different audiences for tarot deck related things, because a collector, I would think, may not always watch as many YouTube readings as a casual viewer or a casual card collector, something like that. I'm not sure. I just feel like it would be better to keep the 2 channels separate, the 2 readings and deck reviews and such separate. So this channel will be focused on, this is my favorite card. I love Cinderella. That is my princess. That is my favorite Disney movie. Honestly, it's the only one as a kid that didn't scare me as a kid as much, but also I love Cinderella. So this is beautiful. And the gorgeous full moon in the background. This one and the stars, my favorite cards. And the key. But anyways, yes, so stay tuned for the channel that I will be doing strictly readings on. I probably won't move over the reading that I already posted, and I'll start completely fresh. But yeah, just keep an eye out for that, because it is coming soon. So again, this is the back. It's so pretty. I am really excited to dive into this deck. Okay, I understand that this is not how this deck works. This reads more as a tablet or a spread of cards all together, and it's a story. However, I wanted to see how the deck shuffles and just pull one card to see if maybe we can get an indication of how this deck and I will be able to work together. How will this deck and I work together? Oh, let's see. Lady. Okay. Is it going to bring me out of poverty? Is that what this means? Let's see what it says in the book. 29, lady. Keywords: lady, woman, female influence, female partner. There are 2 versions of the lady. You can choose the princess or the peasant, as you like. The lady is the quintessential feminine figure of the land of the fairy tales. In the peasant lady, we feature Cinderella, my princess, of course. Remember that no matter if our lady is a servant or a princess, her role in this tale is important. Her presence in the Lenormand deck is straightforward. If your question is for a woman, this card is that woman. If it is for a man, she is the woman in his life. Pay attention to her hands. Is she reaching for a particular card? Who or what is she looking at? The card will be significant in any reading about love. Okay. So what I'm getting from this is that this deck and I will work together to alchemize energies and help me come more into my feminine presence. And yeah, I think that I have come a long way and I have a long way to go, and this deck will help carry me there. Okay, thank you. And on to the next deck. Next deck we have is the This Might Help Oracle deck, the companion to This Might Hurt tarot deck. I love this deck. It's a little bit hard for me to use and shuffle with the cardstock. That is a huge complaint of mine about a few decks, but I'll talk more on that in future videos. But this, yeah, I love the artwork on this deck. It's really pretty and very impactful. So, oh, and that's the Temperance card. Gorgeous. So let me get this open, and then we will kind of look at the two decks, maybe side by side-ish. I believe this is a 78 card deck, so there is an oracle card for every tarot card, and I thought that that was really cool and interesting. Usually oracle decks are not usually oracle decks don't have that many cards. Let's take a look at the box without the plastic. It might be beautiful, it might be painful, it will probably be both. And just look at the imagery. I'm so excited to see these. They are bigger than a tarot deck, so hopefully I can handle them. It's so pretty. Let's get this open. I love the way that they design their boxes. And then look at the design on the bottom. So pretty. Slide it out. Oop, sorry if that was loud. Okay, that is really pretty. I love this. It's like so, like you're about to get deep with this deck is how I feel pulling this out of here. Okay, let's see what we got inside. Oh, it's getting stuck. Oh, on the paper. Okay. And then there's a couple cardboard pieces I'll put off to the side. Maybe I can use those for something later. And okay, so I guess this helps keep, I'm not sure what this is for. It must just help keep it inside. I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna put this back for now, and then we're gonna dive into the deck. All right, let's get this off. And first take in the backs. It's so pretty, the lantern and the storks. I think those are storks, I'm not sure. But there's so much symbolism, the pomegranates, keys. Absolutely gorgeous. It is so obvious how much the person that created this cares about symbolism and creating beautiful artwork, meaningful artwork. Look at the cats. I just saw the cats. This is so pretty. This may be one of my favorite backs ever. And the back of their tarot deck is really pretty also, but it has nudity on it. It's the Woman from the World card. So in the deck, but yeah, and I'll show you that right now. Not the nudity, I do have it barred out, but anyway, let's get started in taking a look at this deck. We'll go over to the guidebook real quick. This is a pretty good size for an oracle deck. It's really interesting. The color of the pages is like a light pink. Okay, and it tells you what the associated tarot card is and a little bit about the tarot card, and then it goes into the oracle card and what it means as a clarifier. And it has them all organized by suit. And it has some spreads. I cannot wait to really dive into this. Okay, let's put that aside. And I keep the tarot deck in this bag here. This is a bag that I made, shameless plug. If you are interested in seeing what I have available or checking out what I make, I do make tarot and altar accessories, and I can be found on Instagram if you would like to place an order or see what I have available. Most things are lined in this super soft minky material, so they keep your deck and items really cozy. And then I have this pocket here that you can put a crystal or something inside. Probably not something this big on the usually, but as you can see, just an example of how big the pocket actually is. So yeah, that's just what I keep the This Might Hurt tarot deck in. My decks tend to claim the bag that they want, one that's already been made, or they will show me fabric that they would like to be made out of. See on this one, this back is very symbolic as well, but she naked. So this is the only back that I can show you. I mean, they're all the same, but you know what I mean. I can't move the card on this way. So we're gonna flip it over, and for this part, we will just go through the major arcana, and then I will go through the rest of it, because I'm not sure if I put both decks in the same order. I don't know how this one's organized. And when I reset my decks, I put my suits back in alphabetical order. I don't know if this deck organized them that way. So we're just going to go through the major arcana, because I know those will be the same. We have the Dog to go with the Fool. The Magician's Wand and the Magician. I'm not going to be annoying and say all of them. We'll just go through. So pretty. The detail, and even this like simple imagery is just so, it's so pretty. Gorgeous. I don't know why I'm whispering or yelling. Oops, some booty. Like I was saying about the cardstock, it's really thick. So it will last a long time, but it's really hard to, it's really hard for me to shuffle. And the very first tarot deck I ever got, I have the same problem with. So pretty. I may be speaking too soon, but I have a feeling this card is going to be my favorite. I love snakes, reptiles, and just animals in general. I just really love watching and learning about. It's so cool, and it's really interesting, the image that they have chosen to be like prominent out of everything going on in the tarot card, you know? Interesting. I'm excited to read the book on this one and see what it has to say. Oh, there's a little bit more nudity I had to block out. The ibises, so pretty. The mask, and the moon, the imagery, symbolism, just absolutely gorgeous. This sunflower is so pretty. Anubis. And Ma'at's feather. More nudity. This is the lady on the back of the card. And then, okay, so I guess there's not, this would be Ace of Wands according to the book, and I have it starting Ace of Cups. And then this is an extra card in the This Might Hurt or tarot. So it, however it comes out is the energy that's working in. So if it comes out this way, then you have a lot of things that you need to work through. And if it comes out, that's just a basic, such a basic description. And if it comes out this way, then you're being supported and comforted at this time, and things are good. So yeah, this is a really cool card, and I really love the addition of it into the deck. I decided I actually will go through both decks together so that you can see how even the minor arcana relate to each other. I'll try to go through them kind of fast. Oh, I don't know if I care for that. imagery. Poor rabbit. Or maybe that one, arrows flying at animals. I don't love that, but it's okay. At least it's flying higher than it would hit an animal, I guess. So pretty. The introduction of the oranges on this one. Salamander. Cat. Oh, I love that they show what's going on underneath the water with the lilies, because water lilies are amazing plants and they grow from incredible adversity, and then they create and become the life and ecosystem for many other animals. Like, it's such beautiful symbolism when it comes to the water lily. We have the winged lion. I love the diversity and the inclusiveness of the This Might Hurt tarot deck. That is one of the reasons that I bought it pretty much immediately upon receiving it, because it is incredibly diverse and there is a lot of non-binary and different skin colors, all of that. Like, I just love the diversity. It means a lot to me when I am buying a deck. So pretty. I don't quite understand the birds and those cups. That I'm questioning now the relation between those style of cups and using birds. But it's still a pretty card. Deep water, beautiful, beautiful. Stormy sea. Interesting. I have not gone through any flip throughs of this oracle deck yet, because I really wanted to take it in for myself. And wow, it is impactful. Shadow in the window. I love that the Ten of Swords is a sunrise. I'm finding here that, like, the oracle card is sometimes opposite energy of what I would consider of the card. But I love that, because part of, if you really look at this card, you see the sun rising in the background, and you understand and know that these things are temporary and the sun is going to rise again and things will be okay. So I love that this card is the sunrise in relation. The double-edged sword. It's like when you say too much on accident, kind of feeling I get from it. We are almost through here. These cards are so nice. They're so pretty. I am so happy with this purchase. Okay, so this is one of my favorite cards out of all of the tarot, the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles and Temperance are what I would consider my cards. So this is really cool. This is interesting. I almost get like it's okay to start from scratch, or it's okay to start fresh, or you have to start from somewhere, which is really what I'm doing right now on my YouTube channel. I've been trying to grow this channel, or not, I wouldn't say I'm trying to grow this channel for 4 years. I've been trying to dedicate myself to being able to create content for YouTube for over 4 years. I posted for the first time 2 years ago, and then not again for a year. and now I'm at a point where I'm trying to post some more and really dedicate myself. I'm finding notebooks from 2021, 2022 with lists of video ideas that I'd already been working on, and I'm making the same list today, not today, but in these last few days, with the exact same ideas on them. So it's like I've had all of this going around in my head for over 4 years now, and it's really time that I dedicated myself and really put in the correct amount of effort going forward. So I really appreciate you watching this, staying around this long. We have one. Okay, we're going to see how this deck shuffles, and oh, ignore that. Ask this deck how we are going to be working together. It's a beautiful shuffle. It works. It shuffles so nicely. Way better card stock than the previous deck. Much easier to use and manage and work with. And I was concerned about that, so I'm very happy that it's much easier to use. So let's see. How will we work together? The Winged Lion. All right, let's see what the book has to say. I believe that is the Two of Cups. Sorry about if you hear the cars in the background. Courage to be vulnerable. It is not clear why Pamela Coleman Smith, artist of the Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot deck, chose to illustrate a lion's head in the Two of Cups. The lion appears in front of the I'm not going to say that right. Caduceus? I'm going to have to look that up. Of Hermes, a winged rod within two entwined snakes. In the original Rider-Waite Practical Key to the Tarot, Arthur Waite says only, it's a variant of a sign which is found in It is a variant of a sign which is found in a few old examples of this card. Some curious emblematical meanings are attached to it, but they do not concern us in this place. Very helpful, Arthur. I choose to believe the lion represents the courage that it takes to be vulnerable, an essential ingredient to falling in love. The only other instance of a lion in tarot is strength, in which the lion represents the wild parts of ourselves that only can be tamed with self-compassion. True strength is not denying your emotions, but accepting them without judgment. As a clarifier, the winged lion falls on a card to indicate the situation demands courageous vulnerability. Let your walls down. True confidence is knowing that you are strong enough to recover if you get hurt. I love that for me and for this deck, and it means that we are going to be very connected, and I think that this is really going to help my channel grow, and it's asking me to release the vulnerability and maybe the masks and the concern, the fear that I carry in really being visible and putting myself out there. And I think that this card is telling me that it's okay to love myself and to allow people to see me and love me, and it's going to be a very cohesive coming together. I love that. Okay. Thank you. Let's get on to the next deck. And I appreciate your support. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, do all of those things so that I can continue to grow and be seen on YouTube and eventually have a very different looking life than I do right now. This is me manifesting a quieter space to record in. Oh, I'm supposed to be going over this. That's what happens when I start talking. I get distracted. So this is the Tarot Emblemata, Decoding Magical Symbolism by Natasha Rowland. And the foreword is by Letitia Barbier. I am so sorry for butchering that. This is the box. It just has the name everywhere. And then this is the back. This deck teaches us to look beyond the surface and to engage with a gaze of awe, admiration, and reverence. The Tarot Emblemata is a magical and mystical tarot deck of Renaissance emblems based on the 1551 Book of Emblems by Claude Perrodin. It's a visual fusion of arts of illustration and writing in dynamic interplay between ancient and iconic images. I love it. I can't wait to get inside, to see inside. Oh, okay. Let's get her open. Oops. I want to cut my box. I think I did cut into the box. No, okay. Okay. Oof. Oh, so pretty. Put it like that. This book is huge. There's a crown on the back. Full color guidebook. And there's no keywords or anything. You have to read it. If you really want to know, you cannot pull keywords. And I kind of like that. It forces you to really take in the book. Okay, before I show too many of the cards, let's get into the deck here. Ooh, like a rose gold gild. So pretty. I was not expecting that. And the back is so nice also. I love it. Let's slide the plastic off. And, oh, look at the dragon inside here. So cool. Is it eating a snake? Are they fighting? I can't tell. It looks like the snake's body is in his mouth. Interesting. Okay, let's get into the deck. Sovereignty. The stars incline us, they do not bind us. Hope of a renewed life, regeneration. Okay, so I thought this was more tarot for some reason. It's really pretty though. So it looks like I got myself 2 decks that I am going to have to completely learn from scratch. 3 decks, I guess, because the other one's an oracle deck, but oh, those are extra cards. Okay, it is like a tarot deck. How many cards are in here? It doesn't tell me how many cards are in it, but we're gonna keep on going. They're a little bit stuck together for the first, but I love this cardstock. This is perfection cardstock. And I gotta find the word for me that I'm gonna use for when the cardstock is absolutely perfect. This feels to me like a Rider-Waite cardstock, which is perfect for me. I love it. I wish all the decks would be made out of that same cardstock because they would be a lot easier for me to use. And I would get more use out of some of the decks that I have. But if it's hard to shuffle, I like to shuffle a very specific way. I was grounded a lot as a kid, so I was stuck in my room playing solitaire and shuffling cards. So I'm very good at the waterfall shuffle, and I am very adamant about shuffling my cards in that way. So when the cards are too thick, I can't do that, and I won't use the deck. Which is part of the problem with the This Might Hurt Tarot, is that it's incredibly hard for me to shuffle. But I think I said that already. it is so like simple, impactful. Yes, like I love this for the Nine of Swords. Eight of Swords. Pressed, not oppressed. Yes, take that blindfold off. Snake lurks in the grass. There's that. That's definitely a fight with the Five of Swords. There's the dragon and the snake. If they knowingly deceive, both will lose. Interesting. I am loving this deck. Sorry about the silence. Never compete with a person who has nothing to lose. I love that. Backwards through the major arcana here. It's so pretty for the moon. And the star. Carry fire in one hand and water in the other. Love it. The sun and the moon as lovers. Yes. Master skills through Great labor and diligence. Absolutely. Fortune favors the bold. The final shuffle test and card pull of the video. Oh my god. I really hope that that translated well on camera, because that was beautiful. It's a little bit thick. Oops. But, oh. That is, oh yeah, magic. Just magic. Absolute magic. Okay, deck. How will we be working together? How will we be working together? What will our relationship be like? King of Pentacles. Heck yeah. The stars show to the kings the way to follow. This deck will be a guiding light for me. I already feel very connected to it. I cannot wait to start reading with it. It feels very personal already, and I think that this deck and I have places to go, and it is going to help bring in abundance in many ways and many forms. Sorry if my continuing to shuffle was distracting. I really like shuffling that deck. I think this is a beautiful card to receive when asking what kind of relationship we're going to have, for sure, because this is going to bring me a lot of blessings. Let's see what the book has to say. Just because. King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles has lived many lives and has been a wise and mighty ancestor for many who have needed him. The Renaissance emblem and motto read, "The stars show to the kings the way to follow." In this life, this persona wears a proverbial crown embodying the wisdom of the ancients and the power of the guiding stars. The King of Pentacles represents balanced, masculine energy, a person of substance or spirit of enterprise who radiates respect, valor, honor, intelligence, patience, and loyalty, and receives these attributes back to himself double-fold. I think that's as much as I'm going to read. Oh, the king of his castle, this noble, is secure in his wealth, power, and authority, yet he does not oppress others. Ugliness and corruption disgust the King of Pentacles, and he will fight to bring justice to cruelty. Well, if that doesn't describe me. But anyways, I think that that's a wonderful way to start this relationship with this deck, and I can't wait to see what the future holds. Thank you very much. All right, friends, that's all we have for today. I appreciate you sticking around and hanging out with me for this long. It was really fun making this video and going through my new decks with you. Be sure to be on the lookout for even more deck reviews and opinions and so much more going on this channel. Like I said, this channel will be focused on tarot deck collecting, learning, things like that. And then I'm going to create a second channel specifically for my readings. If you made it this far, please leave a little Joker card emoji in the comments just to show your support. Maybe tell me what your favorite card was that you've seen, or your favorite deck. Just anything to help out with engagement a little bit on my channel. I can post as much as I'd like, but I can't get anywhere without engagement. So please like, subscribe, comment, share, do all the things, and you'll see me again soon. Thanks, friends. Bye-bye.